Hello, and welcome to another episode of Electric Productions. I'm Jay, and today we're going to be playing a little game by the name of Caveblazers. Caveblazers is a 2D side-scrolling roguelike type game in the same genre, say, as like Spelunky, La Mulana, or Vagante. So, without further ado, roll intro. Okay, so let's jump in here. So there's challenges in this game, and upon meeting certain challenges, you are granted rewards. There's a journal letting you know the things you've unlocked in the game, and this is really useful for things like the blessings in the game, which you'll find spread throughout the levels. They don't actually tell you what they are, so at first it seems like you either have to memorize it or it's just a crapshoot. But if you open your journal up, you can actually read to see what the blessings are. Items, there are a lot of items in this game, which is awesome. I love a game rich in items to find. There's a few different areas. The bosses are really cool. I can't stand this boss right here. He's really, really difficult. And then there's quite a few monsters in the game. So, let's go to play here. This is the hub area where things do unlock over time. And you don't pick classes as much as you pick perks. So you're going to go into the perk menu here. I like using Archer. Adventurer starts with an apple and 2 bombs. Sorcerer has increased magic damage. Slasher creates a magic projectile through melee attacks. That is actually very, very useful. Reaper starts with nothing, but the Soul Reaper reduces your maximum health by 20, but you gain health upon kills. So let's actually mix it up. Let's choose the Slasher this time. And there is the daily run that you can go through. And I actually forget what the pumice crystal does. Yeah, I, for the life of me, cannot remember what the pumice crystal does. So here we go, right into the caves. And right away we are greeted with the twofold blessing, which has a chance to fire 2 arrows. It's got a 20% chance to fire 2 arrows. Now the game is challenging, it's pretty difficult, and your character has a fair amount of health. However, it's just surprising how quickly a good run can turn bad. The enemies are very aggressive. This guy here is my least favorite enemy. He, if he sees you, he will launch himself like this, and that happens. So, there we go. Of course I did that just so that you could benefit from seeing what happens. So, the terrain is destructible, which is nice. Oh, crud. Man, I am really doing bad here. But I find the game to be very enjoyable. I'd say it most similarly mirrors Vagante. We got a dark feather here. But I'd say it is inspired from Spelunky the most, but plays closer to Vagante. Which are both great games, so no complaints there. And all you're doing is making your way through. You'll do a couple of levels and then hit a boss stage, and then a couple of levels and then a boss stage. Where you fight enemies in this game is almost as important as what you are fighting them with. The terrain is tricky, and you want to be setting yourself up as best as possible for success by using the terrain to your advantage. Enemies are very mobile, and so there's not many places that you can go in the game where they're not going to be able to reach you. See, we're still using our starting weapon here. And we need to try to find a weapon fairly quickly, or else we're going to not make it very far. You'll have some runs where it's just everything's working perfectly. You're getting a lot of good gear. You're statted out well. And then you'll hit one spot that'll just totally destroy you, and you'll never bounce back from it. And then another round you may be having a terrible run of it, but you just seem to keep surviving and surviving. You're not unlocking anything or getting anything good. It just seems like you're just playing well. So it's just I didn't say it very well, but the bottom line is you almost can never tell going in how a round is going to go until you're in it, and it's happening. So it's best just to try to roll with the punches. One cool thing that I kind of like here is you can actually parry the enemy's attacks. So not so much like with the slimes or with the creatures, but like with the orcs. If they're swinging a sword at you, your swords will hit and clash. Come on, dude. There we go. Okay. Oh, great. That's awesome. Okay, so the bomb bow is really cool. Let's pick this stuff up. We're going to head up top here. See what we've got in here. Go open this chest. Drop down. Take out the bat. And then let's, okay, so the feather, equipable, a cursed feather, plus 15% explosion damage, plus 10% damage resistance. Let's do it. It's a throwable item, plus melee damage, and the bomb bow. Now you've got to be careful with the bomb bow because those explosions actually can and will hurt you. So, where they'll do a ton of damage to the enemies, they will also do a ton of damage to you. So you can't just fire willy-nilly. Well, I mean, you can, but you're going to end up killing yourself really fast if you're not careful with the bomb bow. No! Man, I can't stand that guy. Got him. Okay. So the game's a lot of fun. There's a lot of cosmetic unlockables in the game. The graphics are simplistic, but they get the job done. Oh, see, I just took some heavy damage there. I sometimes notice these. I don't actually know what that does. If you do know, you can let me know in the comment section below. On. Okay. So we're at least going to get through. I'm actually going to switch out the bow. Let's use the yellow potion. The potions in this game, they don't actually tell you what they do. You find out through, and they're randomized too. So you can't just memorize like, oh, well, this one does this. No, unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Come on, guys, drop down. I think I can hit you, actually, yeah. Come on, Mr. Slime. Okay, groovy. And let's go over here. And if I survive this, then you'll get to see one of the bosses. But I'll tell you, so far this is not being one of my better runs. Dagnabbit. I jumped right into it. Yeah. So you can go through the spikes, you can't jump on top of the spikes. Oh, but it looks like we unlocked the Trader perk. Very cool. And so the Trader perk must be one of these. Trader, donate any item to Shrine in order to reduce their price by 10%. Your first use of an altar will require only one item instead of two. That's actually a big deal. There's altars in the games where if you have a duplicate of a weapon, you put it on there and it will randomize a like super weapon. It takes the two items and combines them into one. So, well, guys, I think that's pretty much going to do it for today. I just wanted to give you a quick kind of overview of the game. I enjoy the game a lot. If you've been looking for another game like Spelunky, Vagante, La Mulana, and you've just been kind of like trying to find something, then yeah, this might scratch that itch. It's a lot of fun, and it's a bomb slingshot. Let's throw that on. Oh, but the bombs are timed unless they hit the enemy, and then they're not timed. It's just a shame it doesn't destroy the terrain. Yeah, you can walk through spikes, you just can't leap on top of them like I did. So, but yep, if this looks like something that you would enjoy, by all means, give it a shot. I don't think it's very expensive on Steam. I think it's only a few dollars. So yeah, give it a whirl, and by all means support the developers and the creators, because anytime we can find a good game out there, I think it's important to support good games so that more good games get made. And I just blew myself up and launched myself onto the spikes. So that's game over for me, and game over for this video. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.